today we're going to talk about the application of ACE. The past couple days I've probably flipped or challenged your whole psychology in the way that you look and view sport and life. And ACE it's not a simple topic to unpack in just a few minutes and segments, but it's a valuable one that's powerful for you to begin to process and evaluate how to use it. Many overthink the use of ACE when it comes down to using it. So today we're going to be working on the application on just how to use it through a couple scenarios efficiently. So I'm going to give you 3 examples and scenarios where athletes can use ACE. One for each of the topics, and again, attitude, concentration, and effort. So scenario number 1. Let's say your coach is coming down hard on you because you've been making the same repetitive mistakes over and over and over again, and the coach is becoming more frustrated with you. Perhaps their frustration is because the results, the outcomes that you're just having a hard time. They're probably not good enough. Perhaps they're critiquing your technique and maybe your execution is poor. Maybe the strategy, what you're doing is now just not working per the coach's request. How can you use ACE here? Pick one of the 3 elements, fully dial into it. Okay, so remember, you can't control the outcomes, you can't control the rules, coach's opinion, or fully control the execution of your strategy. So pick one of the 3 elements, and for this one, let's dial fully into attitude. So remember this. Do you believe you're capable to execute the skill or the drill that the coach is asking you to do? Do you believe that you're capable? If so, choose the attitude and the mindset that you will figure this out. You believe you're going to get this. You believe you're capable in achieving what the coach is asking you to do. Period. The end. Seriously, that's how simple this is. Choose to get caught up on belief that you can accomplish this, you can execute, and I am going to get this. Where athletes get wrong and get all mixed up here is because they start focusing on the results, listening too much on what coach is saying, and maybe too many distracting voices. No, come back to the resolute attitude of, I can do this. I'm going to believe I can do this. I know I got this. Scenario number 2. You're competing. Let's say there's a lot of media, social media, publicity, reporters, photographers, you name it. There's just a lot of attention, right? There's a lot of different distractions around you, and everybody is perhaps buzzing or talking about you, maybe your team. Maybe there's just so much hype about how you're personally supposed to compete and the expectations of what you're supposed to do. Pressure's mounting up, okay? Lots of noise, lots of distractions. And at this moment, you gotta stay grounded. Come back to the circle of control for a second. We're gonna dial into concentration. Remember, you can't control media, social media 100% of the time. You can't control what a coach or others are gonna say, photographers, the clicks. There's a lot of different distractions. In this moment, you've got to treat your concentration straight up like that flashlight we talked about. Direct your attention surgically right back to the task at hand, to this moment, to execute the skill, drill, task at hand. When you can think that way, train yourself that way, what happens next is you begin to let go of the distractions around you, and they become a kind of a blur. You let go of the comments being said, the photographer clicks, you let go of the other things that's just pulling and seeking our attention. Stay grounded, come back, choose where your attention is going to go. I'm going to tell you to focus on the process and the task of what's ahead of you. Oftentimes, anchored athletes get grounded on the very next task that they are expected to do. And you can use this in real time when the pressure's at its highest peak. And again, all you do is you raise your attention just like that flashlight and bring it right back to where you need to focus on in that moment and not allow yourself to be worried about the results or lack of results. Keep the attention like a flashlight and what's going to happen next. Staying connected, hooked up, be present-minded, and focus on what you must do to execute right now. Scenario number 3. Some days, my friend, you just won't feel it. On this particular day, maybe you're sore, maybe you're tired, maybe your energy when you just woke up is like a 6 out of 10, okay? Physically, you may just not feel at your best. Okay. And before you begin training or competing, I want you to really tap into the realization and knowing the amount of effort I'm going to exert today is 100% in my control and my ability. I have the ability to be able to compete myself, fight, and practice or train at the highest level possible I possibly can. If your energy and level is 6 out of 10, then today I want you to have the mentality and thought that I'm going to give 100% of effort out of that 6 out of 10. Again, 100% is all in your control. In summary, circle of control, my friend, is really quite simple. It's a strong building block to help you redirect your attention. Redirecting your thoughts and not being consumed by the things that you can't control. The things that you cannot control must not be allowed to swallow you alive as a competitor. And it's easy to allow it to. What if I told you, my friend, the only way to truly gain control is to fully let go of it? So, if you're having a hard time letting go of something, that's normal. Drop us a line, drop us a comment below, maybe even drop us a DM, or even on the social side of the app, and don't allow yourself to move forward without discussing these things out. And hey, if we need to host one of our weekly calls or monthly calls specifically over this to dive deep into the training and the teaching behind it, we will. Listen, we're here to help, but ultimately we're after applying ACE in the most simplest and direct way possible. Choose to direct all of your attention, energy, focus, and attitude on focus on the things that you can't control first before we're absorbed focus on the things that we can't control.